week you are in Goa. And sir, it's been raining in Delhi. Delhi has become Goa now.
Yeah, everywhere I think it's raining. Hyderabad is heavy rain. Otherwise, I stay in Hyderabad, right?
Yeah. All right, sir. तो शुरू करते हैं सर एक छोटा सा इंटरव्यू.
Oh, fine.
I tell you. Okay, sir, I'm starting. 98.3 मिर्ची सुन रहे हैं आप एंड आज मेरे साथ कोई बहुत ही खास हैं जिनसे मैं बात कर रहा हूँ. इनसे मैंने लास्ट बात करी है भाई साहब 16 साल पहले. आई हैव विद मी डॉक्टर TPS. He's a fantastic human being and an amazing scientist also. Sir, मैं चाहता हूँ first of all you just give an introduction to all my Mirchi listeners.
Salam. All the best. Good morning. I am Dr. TPS. Basically a space scientist. I was with Manmohan Singh in PM's office in 2007-2009. That's a time when we had last dialogue, and I was almost every week I was with Ephraim, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So doctor, I was just reading and going through what is being taught in IIT nowadays, and I was wondering whether it's a science thing or it's physics or metaphysics. And the first person that popped into my head was you, because back in the day we used to do this show called Science versus Religion, and you used to represent religion, but science, but you used to have equal knowledge of religion as well. So I want to ask you, they are teaching now consciousness and out-of-body experiences to IIT in first years. ये बताइए sir, how relevant is this? Should it be taught in IIT according to you?
See, IIT is called Indian Institute of Technology, right?
Yep.
Technology is the part which makes product out of science. Science is the basic research. But I am sure research in science has to lead to products. But who makes all this? It's all the human being. But now IIT is giving a lot of humanities subjects also, management, education. Therefore, we have to learn something about how human works. And human works in a different style. That is not what like a mission works. What is that extra for a human being is what is called the consciousness. Every cell in my body has no life. Then it doesn't work. They are not stitched together. They are individual cells. But my body remains like a body because Dr. TPS has a consciousness of Dr. TPS. That is why my shape is also like this.
But what is consciousness? Everybody seems to talk about it nowadays. If you open YouTube, almost every second video, people are talking about consciousness. People are talking about experiences. What really is consciousness?
See, the problem in education in India is, yesterday also we had a discussion on dharma, consciousness, yoga with great leaders in this field like philosophers. We found that we don't have somebody who can certify that, who can speak about it, right? Anybody can speak anything. That's our liberty. In all other religions, if you have somebody is there on top of the church, somebody is there on top of the mosque, and he can authenticate and say this is right, this is wrong. Here everybody is a leader. So somebody talks about the 3 months of yoga program, he can call himself as an acharya. So the problem is we have been twisting it, misinterpreting it, rubbing over the surface without understanding what is real consciousness. Consciousness is, to be very frank, in Upanishad it says, Yena chakshushana pashyanti, yena chakshushi pashyatihi. My eyes have got lot of cells, but it doesn't have the ability to see. Each cell doesn't have the ability to see. When all of them put together, it is able to give a vision. See, Dr. TPS is not a teacher. But when I go to my class, I become a teacher. I am not a father everywhere, but when I go to my kids, I become a father. So everybody has got what the true meaning of consciousness. We know how to work when we place in a specific place. I am with my boss, I become a subordinate. When I am with my subordinate, I become a boss. That means we have a consciousness where, when, how, why I should perform like this. Every cell in our body has got this consciousness. When there is a small cut, the body knows how to stitch it. Nobody has to teach. The cell has never done that job earlier. Where does it come from? That ability for each cell to act as if it is supposed to do it by the expectations, by the consciousness, by the feelings, by the pain, by my whole life force which prompted to do that is what is called consciousness.
Okay. Got it.
But I don't think many of the people who speak, that is why I keep saying don't refer to any of the videos which have got large number of hits. Hits are by people who promote themselves. Probably the quality is not what is being shown as quantities most of the time. Right? So we have to be very conscious in using or learning what is consciousness. Very consciously we should learn what is consciousness.
I hope IIT has been very conscious about selecting the kind of professors they want you to learn consciousness from. So secondly and lastly, I want to ask you, in schools today, I have my own kids as well, and when they come back and I see what they're learning, I feel a little frustrated, because once I grew up, I knew what should be taught in the schools and what should not be taught. Although I'm not a specialist, but I have a hunch. Like money it says is very important. Money is very important. But nobody teaches that in school. How to save money, what is compounding, how to invest, and you have to learn all that and then become a financial expert. What according to you is missing in our education system today?
Thank you so much. I think this is where I am now in Goa in a school where I am teaching for 5 days. What I do is I teach them two things in life. One is life making education, and that is life giving education. Life making education is what gives you a value system. What are the roles which you have? What are the goals which you have? Yesterday was my first session. What I did is ask them to write their goals, roles and values and find out how is at home you are being dealt, how your parents are dealing you and how you are dealing with your parents, how are you dealing with your neighbors. See, I started my education experiments in Goa actually. I picked up 90 children from a village, from a remote village from Kerala, got them to Goa to make them to have the confidence of talking English. Most of the students who are picked up by me are from the poorest of the poorest. Basically they are poor because they don't know how to manage their economy. Yes. So what I did was 8th grade students, all of them were 8th grade students. I gave them an assignment. Write down how much your father earns, how much your mother earns, how much the family members earns, and how much you spend on each of the budget. Create a budget for your house. And what happened was we found most of them spent lot of money on lottery tickets. They spent lot of money on liquors. They spent lot of money on cigarettes, smoking, and therefore they spent lot of money on medical. And they spent not even 20% on food, not even 10% on their education. So imagine somebody is not spending this. How do you think that next generation will be? This is what happens. So I believe that micro and macroeconomics, a country runs with a macroeconomics. Budget is what is which starts with. The financial year starts with a budget. But I don't think any home starts with budgeting. We have lot of problems. One of the problem is government is taking social care and therefore everybody is getting free ration when you are poor. So people believe being poor is much better than being rich. They all depend on the ration which they get, but that is not the exact food what anybody requires. Got it? So we don't have a diet system. Imagine a country like India wherein the footwear is sold in an air-conditioned room and vegetables are sold on the roadside. What is the hygiene and pathetic situation we have? Do you know that India is less than Pakistan? I am taking Pakistan not because of any other reason. The next nearest country, we are less happy. Indian people are less happy in the happiness index.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is basically because we pretend that we know everything, but we don't know most of the things. Atnana timirandasya jnananjana shalagaya chakshurunmilidamena tasmai shri gurave namaha. teacher, you please come and show me the real vision. Atnana timirandasya. Timiram is cataract. Not having knowledge is like cataract. I think without money nothing runs in life. So basic requirement is to know. See, when our parents were teaching us, life is like this, it was difficult, we have to take account of everything, what is coming, what is going. It means economics. Economics is not just money in my bank balance. Economics is my dealing with the people. Artham. Artham means lot of things. My fame can be my artham. My economics can be my fame. I don't think Amitabh Bachchan will have to pay when he takes a tea from a shop.
Absolutely.
Correct. So your fame becomes a means of, the artham means my means of living. Means of living can be fame, means of living can be position, means of living can be power. So assume you don't know how to manage your economics, the people in power and position will misuse it.
True.
It is exactly true how I am misusing my salary per month. Nothing different.
Yeah.
At each level they have to have
To, ask kids to make budgets, and
budgets.
when you really
100%.
break down the problem. It's
100%. 100%. Yes.
It's a great way, sir. And when are you coming back to Delhi?
Delhi, I am there on September 30th as per schedule. I keep coming when there is a call. When there is a program, I do lot of programs for schools, for children, teachers. My name is TPS, right? DrTPS.
Yes.
So I stand for teachers, parents and students.
Oh, wow, that's so cool. Never thought like that. Amazing.
So whenever there is a chance to address teachers, parents, students, that means the whole community is over, right, in the world.
Absolutely. Let's catch up, sir. And next time you're in Delhi, I'll definitely come and meet you. It's been long.
Definitely, it will be my pleasure.
It's a pleasure to talk to you again after so long.
It's my pleasure. Thank you so much.
Take care.
Best wishes and good day for all the audience.